Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison-Arcitect plus Alpha 14 episode 1. So as always, I asked in the previous video, do you want to continue on, do you want Alpha 14 series, etc. And it was a resounding yes, as I sort of expected it to be. I'm not to sound immodest or anything, but I've never heard anyone say no, stop doing Prison-Arcitect. So we're going to continue on as normal with an Alpha 14 series. It's going to be slightly different from the previous series, not just because of the changes and the additions in it, but because of one major mechanic change. As you can see, this is the Alpha 13 prison. You should recognise this as the Alpha 13 prison. If I go to reports and then valuation, you can see that this gives us a prison value, so it shows us the bricks and mortar price, fixtures and fittings, etc., minus any penalties for injuries, unsolved murders, and then gives us a total, which in this case is perfect. It's 500,000, so 500,000 generic credits. That's what this prison is valued at. However, you can see there's now a sell button. This is a new feature with Alpha 14. Basically, if I press that, in fact, like now, it will open up this create new prison option. So I'm going to select small, fog of war, not continuous intake. You can see funds now says 500,000. If I click play, it will just stop for a moment while it loads, but this will actually start a new game with the funds from this prison. So there we go. Let me just pause it for a second and just close reports. Just make sure everything's synced up. But you can see that I now have in my funds up the top 510,000. That's a lot of money. Hang on, just over 500,000. That's a lot of money, right? In which to build this prison. So basically, we can pretty much build this prison from the ground up, all in one go. Now, obviously, that isn't going to be very interesting. But my plan, because it's going to actually be a couple of months before we get next alpha. If you watch the Alpha 14 video, you can see that it basically says that they're going to have a bit of a month off for various reasons. So this is going to be, we may not do a 1 month timescale, we may do a 2 month timescale, I'm not too sure. But in either case, what I'm going to do, because you can see I've sold my previous prison, I now have a bank balance of over 500,000, I can build all of this prison in probably 3 or 4 episodes, get the whole prison pretty much done, and then do a land expansion down the bottom, and the left, and the right, and up, and basically do a land expansion and make it a bigger prison. I was thinking about doing just a medium or a large prison size, but I thought no, best to do it as a smaller prison and then expand outwards. The main reason for that is because if it gets like not interesting, if it starts to become a bit boring halfway through, we can always just go, right, let's move on to a new prison, instead of having a massive open prison which is half built and it's a bit boring and then we have to just abandon it, and I don't like doing that sort of thing. So we're going to build a small prison and then expand off from that side and then down and down. The plan is to build like a central hub here in this sort of section here, then a big row of cells here, and then we can expand off this side and just do cells and just copy the cells, make like a sort of generic cell block, and then just keep on adding cell blocks as we go. So that is the plan, but as always, we'll see how far we go with that. This first episode is all about the building, the planning. No building at all will be taking place during this episode. So if that's not your thing, if you just want to watch the violence or the building, then please feel free to move on. If you're here for the violence, then there's a whole series dedicated just for you. I'm just going to dump all these trees here because they're always annoying. But yes, this is all going to be about the planning this episode, so as always I will plan all of the prison off, and then if you see any mistakes, if you have any things that you want to comment on, if you see any changes, or if you think there's a change that might benefit the prison in some way, then by all means post that in the comments as always, and then I will hopefully rectify it for the next episode, assuming you comment close to the episode's release. Otherwise, if it's like a month down the line, then sorry, it's probably already done. So the plan is, there's a couple of new additions, as I said, from this alpha, between Alpha 13 and Alpha 14. I'll run down them as we go. Planning, the main thing is, this is something I talked about actually a couple of maybe episodes or series ago, about extra planning. So now we can plan walls and objects and pathways. So there's 3 different types of planning, so it's going to be easy to plan out. And there's also an extra room. If we go to room, we can see there's kennel, and you can have guard dogs, so they can go around, they can sniff things out, they can sniff prisoners, they can find tunnels, and they will also run at escaping prisoners. We're going to have a fair few kennels around this place. I like that idea. You see there's a dog crate to support that as well. There's also been performance improvements and just general additions, fixes. Oh, also workers, like here, you can see there. The workers are, for some reason, not getting off. Why are they not getting off the truck? I don't know why they're not getting off the truck. That was weird. Maybe an Alpha 14 bug, who knows? Yes, the workers, as you can see, are now mixed. We now don't just have the generic worker like that. We have different shapes and colours of workers. So we have ones with broad shoulders, thinner shoulders, etc. You also have different genders, I believe, as well. So, there we go. There's all the workmen going to do their business, going about their business and getting rid of the trees. So let's go to planning and walls. Now, I'm going to have a wall going all the way around the prison, as I normally do. But I'm going to use, obviously, this like so. There's the wall all the way around. What I'll do is I'll demolish that wall when it comes to moving on to this side or this side. Or I probably will demolish the wall. What I need to do is find the centre of this place first. So it's 39. That's the centre of the prison there. That's the exact centre. At least it should be, because it's should be 80. Exactly 80. This should be 40. That's 40. Hang on, because I've done it wrong. Measure from there should be 39. There we go. That's 39 from there. And we do 39 from here. If we go all the way down to the bottom, there we go, 39. So that's the exact centre of the prison. So this is where I'm going to have the sort of entrance area. Looks like the workers are still going around trying to get rid of these. This wall all the way around will be a perimeter wall, like we had similar in the previous series. And then I'm going to have a wall that goes around, like another wall. Actually, it's not really going to be a wall. It's going to be a fence. It's actually going to be a standard fence that goes all the way around here, where people can go around, workers can go around, or guards can go around with guard dogs is what I'm thinking. I'm going to have guard dogs patrolling. More for aesthetic purposes and also to sniff out tunnels, but we'll have the guard dogs patrolling all the way around as well. So that's going to be like that. Obviously, when we come to expansion, we'll have to think about a lot of things. But for the time being, that's okay. This will be our main entrance. So what I'm going to do is have a central walkway like you can see here. This will be a pathway all the way around, obviously. I haven't done this pathway all the way around since Alpha 7 or 8, before the series was even just called Alpha something. It was just Prison-Arcitect episode whatever. So before I even had that, so very early in the alphas, I had this sort of thing. There's a lot of stuff that's getting delivered as well. So anyway, once they're finished moving these, there we go, we can see they're bringing these down to the garbage. Once they've moved them to the garbage and the trucks have gone, I will pause it. But the plan is to have like a central corridor that's staff only, and I do actually really mean this is going to be staff only this time. I really hope. And then we're going to have two workshops, one there and one there, and then we'll have the canteen, and then we'll have a kitchen, and then a big canteen here, and then we'll have cell blocks, bits here that maybe cell blocks as well, and then we'll have a way basically to copy the cell blocks. They'll make them sort of generic, so we'll have a bit of a common room in them, a little bit of a shower block, and then mostly cells. I might do holding cells in them as well, but I don't think so. I think I'll put the holding cells down here and here, like sort of here and here, but we'll see. Anyway, looks like that's the truck going off finally. So the entrance will be here. I need to make it so it's maybe a couple in, like so, because obviously I need to have it so I can have, that's 3, so we need to do 3 and 4. Make it so we have like a bit of an entry, a bit of a way to put our storage and our deliveries, our deliveries and our garbage. So I think that'll do about right. So about a bit of a deliveries there, garbage here. I think that'll do as nicely. Let me just pause it. There we go. That'll be okay. And then what I need to do is have, if this is going to be wall, have like perhaps the buildings start to go from here. Maybe that's a good idea. What I need to do is work out how big the workshop, the workshop's going to be. The maximum size you really wanted is 20 by 12, which is that. And then we'll put the wall all the way around, like so. And then we'll cut out the centre. There we go. And that should be 20 by 12. 20 by 12, so that's the perfect size for a workshop. So we can go 22 by 13, which that should be, if I just cancel that, hang on. That should be 20 by 12, yes it is. Actually, I've done it wrong, because that should be a wall. This should be a path. Let me just get the pathways out. This is what the new tool is good for, and then put pathways like there, so we now know that that's actually pathways. Let me go to walls. Is that 20 by 12? It is not. It's 20 by 11, so we need that size. So that now should be 20 by 12, which it is. 20 by 12, that's fine. Or 12 by 20, whatever you would like to call it. We'll cancel that, make it a little bit wider. Then that should be about right. Copy. There we go. 12 by 20 or 20 by 12. 20 by 12, yeah. So there we go. There's our 2 workshop areas with a centre bit that only the staff will go down. Then we'll do this, actually. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think now. I think I want to make it just 1 closer there. I think I want it 2 wide. I want that by 2, like that. For reasons that I will explain in a moment. Let me just expand it down. As always, planning. This is me just thinking as is. So what you see is what you get. There's been very little thought behind this, behind the scenes, as it were, of me thinking, oh, well, actually, I should do this, this, and this. No, this is pretty much what you see is what you get here. I'm going to make. See if it's like that. I want a pathway of 2 all the way, basically between all the buildings, so it would make sense doing like that. Apart from this fence down here, that only needs to be 1 wide. But I want it 2 wide in the prison, so this will be a pathway, like that. Pathway going along here, maybe, etc. But that's the sort of pathway I want, a 2 pathway that goes around, like so. But I cancel that off, and I'll put walls where we're going to have doors. That sounds stupid, I know, but trust me, bear with me. Just I know I know where I'm planning it. So that's where the walkways are. We're gonna have a door there and a door there. Actually, we could use objects, couldn't we? If I just cancel that and put an object. There we go. That's better. We can use objects because, well, doors are objects, I guess. There we go. Doors. On that one there and that one there. There we go. That's much better. So the entrance to this will have 1 down here, like probably there. Something like that. We'll come to that in a moment when I come to plan it out. But then it means that this is staff only, this corridor. This area here, we can have a bit that goes around that can probably be staff only. This is going to be garbage. This is going to be deliveries. This is going to be garbage. I think that is... You don't need a really big amount for deliveries and garbage, because it means the trucks are just going to pile up, and that's fine with me. Because I'd rather they have a small deliveries and then they take that to the storeroom, rather than just leaving it sitting there. I don't mind a big queue of trucks backing up. So there's our 2 workshop areas. The reason I've got for 2 is because I really wanted 2 in the previous one, because I messed it up, I had to change it to 1, and then we didn't have enough money. Money isn't going to be a problem at all in this prison. As you can see, I've got enough to pretty much build this from scratch, right? I don't need the money, but I still want to make it as if so it's still functional. So I could probably build these workshops from scratch, like just bosh, there we go, both workshops done. We'll be getting lots of money from day 1, or we'll always have prisoners working in it. That's the idea anyway. And also when I expand this way, and this way, we'll have a lot of prisoners which we need to exploit. Sorry, did I say exploit? I meant put to good use and the keeping. Okay. Today's beverage is moving on. So there's that area there. Now what I need is probably visitation around here. But I also need probably a storage area, which is going to be around here, then a kitchen. But I also need, first things first, walls. Let's move along here, go to objects, and put in a power block. So that'll be power, and then water. That makes sense to me. Then we'll put walls like that. Then we can go in like so, and then up like that. That makes sense to me. And then we can copy the same over. So how much is that from the internal wall? It's 7. So it's 7. There we go. So it's that. There we go, like that. And this can be our kitchen. Now we're getting there. That'll be the kitchen. This can be probably storage. If I do it like that, it means this can be storage here. There we go. That makes a bit of sense. Now that's storage. And then what if I do that and have that as the morgue? That would make sense, because then if anyone dies, they go to the morgue there, and then they can go in the staff only bit around here and then out that way. That makes sense. Right, okay. And then this is the infirmary. But I want to put the entrance there probably, because then I can go to my objects and have 1, 2, 3 beds, and then 1 and then 2 beds like so. And then that seems to make that works for me. That so we've got our water here, then we've got power and power, which no, they're wrong, that needs to be another one further along, actually, because that will actually blow it up, because we'll have the capacitors touching each other, which will obviously kill it. So that is what we need, and I might as well move that up to there just for sake of space. Right, there we go. That's a bit better now. Then we can extend that by walls. Extend that with walls. walls. There we go. Extend it with walls. There we go. And then we can have our objects. So we can have bed, 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 entrance, bed, 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 morgue slab, I don't know. Then probably a entrance object there on entrance, 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 entrance. That looks about right to me. Yeah, I think that's about right. We might as well plan our workshop while we're here. So I believe it's is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Something like that. And then the same here. Yeah, like no, I want to do it the other way. I want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good grief, this mouse is broken. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I just can't count apparently. Right, there we go. And then these are all workshop saws and presses. And we can bring them all down to there. And then we'll have benches of 4, 4, 4, and 4. Are there actually 4? How wide are the benches? Well, benches are 4, but I mean tables. They are 4. Yes, they are 4 wide. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4 gap there. I could, if I really wanted to, if I was being smart about this, objects and go to 4, 4, 4, and 4 and fit another set in. That would make more sense. So 4, 4, 4, 4, and then that'll be 3, so it wouldn't fit. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it as 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the reason for that is because I'm going to have entrances there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So the entrance is right there. So literally, steel gets dropped off, straight in. Straight in the door. Straight in. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. And we also have only a 1 size entrance, which means I only need 1 metal detector there for it to actually function. In fact, if I was smart about it, I could do that. Put a wall there, and then move these tables down. And then that would allow for a wall, so there's no ambiguity on whether they're going to scan or not. 4 and 4. We've got a bit of a gap there, but it doesn't really matter. Do I want to do that? It'll look a bit cleaner because I'll have a door there and then a scanner there. That seems a bit better to me. That seems to work. I think the plan for the tables up here, we'll have to revise that at some point because I don't know. It's a bit OCD-ish, I know, but I think that is a good idea, having it like that. Should have pointed out this episode's probably going to be longer than most planning episodes. That's because we now have the ability to not only plan our walls but pathways and objects, which means I'll be planning out pretty much, well, really anally, so you can see it as we're doing it. Like you can see pretty much everything I'm going to do, and then that's got, you know, it has its advantages. The fact that, you know, you can actually see exactly what I'm doing, which means if you want to give feedback or whatever, then you can you know, do that with more accuracy. It also, you know, it's the way to do it. I think it's just the way to do it. If you're wanting fast, quick episodes, then to be honest, you're probably not really bothered about subscribing to this channel because I always do long episodes of things for some reason. And yes, my definition of long episodes is anything over than about 20 minutes. I know I have 20-minute episodes, but, you know, I do hour-long episodes, as you probably well know. Anyway, there's that planned off, as much as I need to anyway. Like I say, the things that go along here, the tables, I'm going to work out in a moment, or later, or never. Or never. I mean, you can probably work it out. Yeah, put it in the comments what you think we should do. There you go. That's that problem solved. Right, the kitchen. The kitchen. How we're going to do the kitchen. For some reason, I'm thinking that. I'm feeling that. Because I'm going to go to objects. Maybe is that 12? That better be 12. It is 14. 14 wide will mean cooker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cookers. That makes sense to me. And then we can have fridge. And, oh, well, no, we probably want fridge. Fridge is all the way down like that. No, I like the idea of fridge. and then like alternate the fridges like that. I always find for some reason that seems to work a little bit better. Although, hang on, how wide is that? 18. Doesn't work for me actually. No, let's put them like that, and we'll have 3 sink, 3 sink, 3 sink, and 3 sink. Then we'll have a bin in the bin. And we'll have a door there, which we can which we'll probably lock open, to be totally honest with you. And we'll cancel that. Then we'll put entrances here to the big canteen, which I am now going to plan out. Ideally, I want it a bit further back, because then I don't have this like big lip, like I've got there. How big is? I should know this. I think it's 5. The serving table. It is 5, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. I'm just testing. I'm just making sure. Walls like that, apparently. Something like that. That'll be a serving table there. Although I don't like it. It's all the way back there. I don't think that's a good idea. And I really don't need this bigger gap here. I know. I always tend to make things bigger than they should be. Let's just plan that off like that, and then we'll put the cooker like that, and then we can put the fridge like that. There we go. That's a bit better. I think. No. You want it there, because then it's close to the cooker, so they go like that. Yes, that's a bit better. Okay, and then objects. Well, auto saves there and there. That makes sense to me. Entrances, and then we've got a bit here for our 2 serving tables, and then we're going to obviously have more than 2 serving tables. How many can I have? There's 1, and there's 2, and then there's not enough there. So we can have 4 serving tables, which is probably more than enough, really. Let me just do that. That's more than enough, I think. 4 serving table. Each serving table can have, like, there is a maximum they can have, but I really can't for the life of me think at the moment exactly what that is. But I think 4 should do. But if need be, we can always put in another serving table there. You know, there's no problem here. There is enough room for the serving tables if we need more room. Right. Prison capacity-wise, I haven't really spoken about it, but I'm thinking a couple of 100, actually. That would be nice, a couple of 100 prisoners. We normally max out about 100. I want at least 140. That would be a nice idea, but maybe 200 is the way to go. But as I'm going to expand it, it is pretty limitless. So for the time being, I'm going to pretty much have, I think, an entrance there. Actually, no, I'm going to have... How do I want to do this? I want it so there's an entrance and then like a scanner. Again, so we can have maybe walls. Put the walls in like so, and have that. Not ideal, I know, not ideal. Maybe if I don't put any entrances down here, maybe if I put them around here. Although putting them here would be best, because then they come in and then they pick up the trays and then they go and sit down. Maybe that would be best. I think we'll stick with that. I think we'll stick with that for the time being, right? Objects. Let's go. How do we want to put the objects? So maybe we go bench. Basically, it's going to be that, isn't it? 3x3x3. Now, I want to put in some phone areas in this one. I definitely want to have an area where, like, they can just speak on the telephone. So objects, and then we're going to go with another 3x3, and then so we're going to go 3x4 even, 3x4. So 3x4, 3x4, 3x4. There we go. So that's a lot of sets in here. I don't think we really need any more than that. There we go. There we go. That's a lot of benches and that's a lot of tables. I like this. This works. This big open area here where the serving tables are. Then we've got this bit in the center where I can have phones lined either side like that. That, I think, is what I'm going to have. However, this entrance here, being the size that it is, it's a bit questionable, isn't it? It's a bit questionable because I don't think it works. With the amount of prisons we're going to have, we definitely need a double door here. We need double door. So if we're going to have double door, we can't have that, which means I'm going to cancel all of this off and probably redo the bit of the kitchen a bit more. The kitchen's getting it's getting smaller by the minute. If this is the kitchen, which that is the minimum size I need for a kitchen. That's the maximum size, sorry. No, minimum. I was right. God, I can't think. I'm actually still ill, by the way. So I get dizzy spells and stuff like that, so it's not good. But either way, I'm trying to explain what I mean, and it just doesn't work. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could I have a serving table like that? Like in the corner there? I could, but it wouldn't look very great. It would look a bit crap, wouldn't it? I don't like that anyway. I know this is dodgy, but I could always move the wall along. I'm redesigning the wall just for the sake of it now. If I could do it another way. If I make that the power, if I make this the power block, or this is the you can see this. If this is the capacitors going around the power station, and this is one as well, then I could, in theory, move that a bit closer, which means I can move that wall like so, and do the same here, which means I can't have the beds up there, but I don't need that many beds because I can have bed, bed, entrance, wall, no, wall, and then entrance. It's getting really small, that thing now. That'll do me. Yeah, and then that would make sense actually, because then you can have a scanner in there just in case they're trying to steal some medical supplies. Okay, that, and then we can have walls like so, but we don't need that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes a bit more sense to me now. Can I shrink this any further? I really can't. I really can't shrink this area any further. So let's go to objects. 1 there, 1 there, then 1, 2, and then a bit of a gap there. That sort of makes a bit of sense to me. That makes a bit of sense. I think it's a bit of the flawed logic, definitely. But it sort of works. I think that sort of works. Let me have a sip of beverage and have a think. Today's beverage is dandelion and burdock. What shall I do? Double entrance, definitely the double entrance. That's the way forward. But we'll use a wall like that. Then we'll have our scanners and stuff there like that. Scanners and entrances, scanner and entrance, scanner and entrance. That makes sense to me, but for some reason I'm wanting to do that. I'm wanting to do that. I don't know why, but brain's saying that looks good. Means I can have an entrance and a scanner like that. Don't know why I would want that. It means that if I want to put people to work in the kitchen, then that is a possibility. For the time being, we'll just say wall. We'll just say wall and that. I think we'll do. I think that will do us. Yes, and then we'll have phone booth. No, we won't. We're not going to do that. I think that 1, 2, 3, 4 serving tables. The ability to put another set of serving tables in here if required. Actually, that might not be a bad idea, having double serving tables like that. But I don't need it. I think that these are the phones in the center. I'm thinking doing that. No, I don't need to do that. I'm thinking that. Much better. Right. There's the canteen. Done. So we have so far canteen, kitchen, walk you through the center, workshop, storage, morgue. I'm going to say pharmacy, but I don't mean that. I mean infirmary, power. Obviously double power for these things. I'm going to run the pipes up and such to run different areas. Definitely be with the size of this thing. Definitely going to need at least 2. Although when I expand off and around the sides, probably need more than that. And then water. That'll do me for the time being. Right. Let me... What shall we do next? I think that's okay. I think we've definitely got a good start on that one, and the planning tool makes it sort of easy to understand. If you understand that they're walls, that's objects even. That's walls, that's objects, and that's pathways. It makes a lot of sense. So, in fact, it even says that they're pathways, objects, walls. So, I think that's alright. What do we need now? Well, we do need some sort of offices. Offices would be nice. If I do maybe offices... If this is going to be a fence here, I'm going to need to use probably a fence and then a fence, like so. And then I want offices going like that. There need to be a maximum of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 wall, 1, 2, 3, 4 wall, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3 offices there. Because offices need to be a maximum, minimum of 4 by 4, I believe. Office 4 by 4. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. And they are 4 by 4. If I do the same up here, then we can have... Oh, that's different, actually. I've never done that. I never split the offices up, as far as I can recall, having one at either side. I like the idea of having a fence around the offices, and then... like a building within. So it's like a building within a building. And then we'll have, obviously, pathways. Pathway will go, like, down here, like so. And then we'll have objects of door, door, and door. We can have a normal door there. Normal door there, and then door, door, lag, because of auto-saving. Door, pathways, pathway all the way there. Job done. I think that makes a bit of sense. Makes sense to me. So, there's 6, although we only need 5, technically. Still going to have 6, because I can always expand one into a bigger one. Like, I can always just knock that wall out, and then that'll be the wardens. Doesn't really matter at this particular point. There's nothing better to really put in there at the moment. So, what do we need? What haven't we got? We should best to say what haven't we got. We haven't got a kennel, which is something you need for... well, you need it for dogs. Surprisingly, you need a kennel for dogs. Don't know if you knew about that. Yes, there are dogs in the game. I did sort of briefly cover it at the start. Dogs do a number of things. You see there's dog crate, which I believe you unlock through bureaucracy, which I need a warden to even open the tab. But when you unlock that, you get the ability to build... You have a kennel. And you place a kennel, and then you put a dog crate inside it. It needs to be surrounded by walls and doors, so I can use just like a cage or something, like a fence or something like that. And what that does is allow you to get dog handlers, and then they will do... The dogs do several things. They will sniff out drugs and narcotics, because they're smelly. If you noticed before in the previous alphas, certain things have properties. So narcotics have the smelly property, I believe. Like cigarettes, for example, have the smelly property. Your dogs will go and smell prisoners as they walk past. Or they walk, either the dog walks past the prisoners or the prisoners walk past the dogs will naturally go and smell. And if they'll obviously bark if there's any, something on them, and then, you can find contraband that way. You can do it that way. That's, one way to have it. Another way is to have it so, well, when the dogs are patrolling, they will find tunnels. If they will scratch at the ground if they think there's a tunnel there. They will scratch at the ground erroneously. They will do it now and again when there isn't anything there underneath, but it is only about 2%, I believe. So that's why I'm gonna have a walkway all the way around. This is gonna be all the way around where dogs will patrol. So if anything's getting very near, they'll go start scratching at the ground, and then we can know there's something there. Finally, if anyone tries to escape, you'll let them off the lead, and they'll go like go, and they'll charge off the dogs, and then grab onto their arm and rive at them and rip their arm off, and then savage them to death, and then bury the skulls in the sandpit behind the bike shed. I don't know why that would be the case. They don't do that, but they will bite. They will attack. They're quite nasty, these dogs. They're not just like a pet poodle. They are actually like, big German Shepherd guard doggy things. So they do actually look really, really good as well. One of the best looking characters, I think, that's been put in the game so far. But anyway, yes, we need a dog kennel, long story short. So, as I said, I need a dog kennel, I'm going to build some visitation. So, this will be a fence all the way around, so we need visitation. So, visitation is going to be... I had an idea to have this... This is outside. If I still have this as outside, like so. Have visitation. Perhaps something like walls. Something like that. Something like this for now. This is an idea I've been thinking about for a while. So we'll have an entrance there. No, we'll have an entrance there. Then we'll have a scanner there. So we'll have entrance, scanner. Okay. And then we have our visitor tables, which are 3x2? Yeah, 3x2. So it's like that, isn't it? Now, one side is prisoners, and one side is staff. Now, one side is prisoners, one side is visitors. Now, I want to put it so, like, it's a bit weird where you can have them on the side, like that. And maybe only one, like, how to explain? Basically, if I have these three like that, if I had them like this, I would want it so the walls separate them like so. Like that. Something like that. Bit weird, I know, but basically only... so this would be like visitors coming here, and then the prisoner will come in here. Something like that I would like. It's not very efficient, but it does look bloody good. And I've got the money to do the aesthetic thing now. So do I do something like that? I think I might. But it means me having to know which way around the visitation tables are, which I can actually do. Spin it around. See, they can only go two ways. Oh, no, they can't. Oh, one that way. So this is prisoner on the left, prisoner at the bottom, prisoner on the right. Okay, so that's okay. So they can't go on the top, but they can do that. So it would sort of be that, wouldn't it? That. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I've got this now. I've got this. Don't worry. I've got this. I've got this. Right. So if we have entrance. So we have visitor table like so. Or do we want a separate booth? Do we have a separate booth? That might be a good idea. Visitor table like so. And then we have our walls like that, and then like that. And we can copy this all the way up like so. And this can go up as far as I need it to go, really. This isn't very efficient. I understand completely this isn't very efficient. In fact, I'm going to delete that and start that again. If I have sort of entrance, I think there is as far as I can really go. That's as far as I can go with it, because I want a... Ooh, that's a thing. No, I don't want... That'll do me. That will do fine, because... And then we'll do it like that. Because I don't think you can scan the people who come in. I could be wrong about this, but I don't think you can actually scan... it's easy for me if I just do that, isn't it? I don't think you can actually scan the visitors. I think it's just a case of you can only scan the people, the prisoners, once they've got the things, got like where they've visited. So when they come in. If I had a scanner here, pretty pointless because, well, they're gonna come in. I don't think it works. I think you needed, like, if that's a scanner there, I don't think it works. But if they pass things over, then they come out here. Then I think that does work. I think, but I don't actually know. So yes, there 1, 2, 3, 4 visitation. Then I'm going to copy that on this side in a moment. That makes sense to me. That really does make a bit of sense. I'm going to be a we can make it a bit longer, actually, couldn't we? We could probably make it a bit longer. Could we make it a bit longer? Would it work a bit longer? Yeah, it would. Yeah, it sort of would. That's perfect size. Perfect size. Sort of. Yes, that is perfect size. Objects. There we go. Job done. Bit of a gap there between the fence, which is okay. It's what I want because I'm going to have probably doors at the fence as well, going around. So, you know, if there's a bit of a fight, then the guards inside this fence don't have to run all the way around. You'll notice that I haven't got, which is different from my other prisons, away from the front door all the way around to here for prisoners. That's because I don't need one. Now, what I mean, I'll explain what I mean. Basically, when prisoners come here, they get dropped off deliveries, they'll be brought in, and they'll be taken through any area they like. They'll be under guard. They won't kick off, as I've never seen them kick off anywhere. When they come through, they will happily go through whatever they get taken through. So that even if this is staff only, they'll get taken through. They'll get brought through staff only. They'll be brought through the kitchen, through the canteen, through the storage, to all the way through to their cells. Once they're there, the only reason they will ever go to leave is because they get released, or they will try to escape. If they try to escape, then all the amount of staff only and such is probably going to... It doesn't matter. They'll try and run through it anyway. If they are leaving, they'll go through staff only anyway. So the two reasons why they would try to get out to this area here is to escape or leave. Both ignore the staff only, which means I don't need technically an area that isn't staff only for them to go through. The visitation here, obviously the visitors can come in here and then that'll do. You know, they come in here, then that's it, they're good. Which means this bit here, technically, this bit going along here, I don't actually need. I don't need it too wide. In fact, I could probably just butt it up right up to here. Up to this line here. That'll make a bit more sense. So basically, this entire building, I'm going to move one to the right. Oh well, this is how planning works. Walls, there we go, walls, cancel that, make the wall there. I could be doing this completely wrong, and I'm sure you will tell me if I am actually doing so in the comments, obviously. And there we go, all the way to the end. Then we can go to walls, all the way down. Put these in like so. This will look very nice when it's done. This will look very, very nice. There we go. There's that. Then I have... do I need an entrance? Oh, I do need some sort of entrance. Yes, that would be beneficial. Then entrance maybe. Entrance in a scanner. That would make sense. Entrance in a scanner. Camera in that corner. Oh, now we are talking. Entrance scanner. There we go. They come in. They get scanned. All sorts. Perfect. Beautiful. Perfecto. Walkway to there. Then this can be a walkway all the way around. Just a one path all the way around. It's not a main path. The main paths, like I say, are always going to be too wide. Okay, walls. I should be able to do this by doing that. Cancel that off. That is in there. Bring this wall all the way down to the end. Actually, no, it's not that, is it? It is objects. It's 3 by 2 or 2 by 3, whichever you prefer. It's your choice. And then all the way to the end. Cancel that. Walls. Drag it all the way down. Oh, no. Drag it all the way down to there. Cancel that. Drag this all the way along. Put these bits in. There we go. And... we'll put our objects back in. Cancel these off. I'm not going to put doors on them, by the way. There we go. And then camera. Camera would be there. Yep, camera will be there. Entrance there. And it will be a door and a scanner. Job done. Let's go to pathways. Double pathway all the way along. There we go. That is perfect. Beautiful. All the way along. And then... pathway all the way around, really. And then we have our cell blocks here. Now, actually, what I'm going to do is double the thickness of this, because this will be the central pathway going all the way down the prison. That'll be basically, when I expand this, it's going to go all the way down the bottom and all the way up the top, and I want a big thick pathway for them to walk. Or do I? Is there any point in that? You know what? I think I'm just wasting space again. Let's cancel that off. I wouldn't mind it 3. What would be nice is have it 3 wide and then have like some planters in the middle down there, but then that's a bit too scenic, isn't it? I don't know whether this is going to be low risk, high risk, medium risk, or mixed. I'm probably going to go with normal, but I don't know. Again, put it in the comments. It's not going to be high. I've already decided it's not going to be high. We've had high risk in the last couple of prisons, so that's what it's not going to be. That decision is final-ish. It's not final. It's certainly not final. Right. So we have. Let's just have a quick rundown. God, this episode's going to be long. We have 2 workshops. Check. Let's go to rooms. Cells, no. Holding cells, no. Solitary, no. This is a good start, isn't it? Canteen. Yes, we have a canteen. This is our canteen. Kitchen. Yes, there. Shower, no, because that's going to be in each of the cell blocks. Yard, no. We're going to come to that. Storage, yes. Technically, we have storage. That's our storage area. Deliveries, yeah, we have deliveries. Might as well put the deliveries in. There's the deliveries, and the garbage is cancel that off. Garbage is there. There we go. Execution, no, we don't have one. We're not going to. Workshop, yes, we have 2 of them. Security, we don't have them yet. Office, I have 3 there, 3 there. Technically don't need 6, but, you know, we can work about that. We can change that later. I'll always expand one to have one big one for the warden. Infirmary, yes, we have. Morgue, yeah, we do. Common room, no. Laundry, no. Visitation, yes, we have visitation. We have double visitation, 1 there and 1 there. Cleaning cupboard, no, not yet. Kennel, yes, no, we don't. So, we need a fair bit, actually. We need common room. We need kennel, we need cleaning cupboard, we need laundry. Right. Where am I going to put all that? Crap. What I'm going to do is make sure the laundry is central. Make sure the work bit is central. Perhaps put it down here? That might be a good idea. Have a central bit. Actually, where is the center? It's that. That's the center, technically. What if I have a building? It's that. Okay. Bear with me. There's that. And then we can have laundry, like that. We can have pathways going double, all the way up there. And then we can have, how much is cleaning cupboards? What size is cleaning cupboards? Cleaning cupboard is 3x3 minimum. So objects, planning, pathways. Could make all that cleaning cupboard. I could honestly make all that cleaning cupboard. I think it's a bit too big though. I'm going to separate it off to that. No. Maybe 3 and 3, because we'll have the entrances like so. And 3, and then have a big laundry area like that. That looks about right to me. Entrance, entrance, entrance. The one problem with having 3 cleaning cupboards is the thieving, the bit about things getting stolen. Because cleaning cupboard, they can steal poison. However, as far as I'm aware, the metal detectors don't pick it up, so there's no point in having metal detectors there. Laundry will have probably an entrance up there as well, I think. Entrance up there. Washing machines all the way down there. Baskets. Maybe a path. That'll do. I think the laundry might be a bit too small, actually. You know what, thinking about it, because of the amount of prisoners I'm going to have. So I think that is probably best. Making it a bit bigger. Have a big laundry. I think that is for the best. Yes. Okay. So, there we go. Laundry, 2 cleaning cupboards. In fact, I can probably designate them as cleaning cupboards now. No, I can't. They need to be indoors. Oh, well. So, cleaning cupboard. Cleaning cupboard. Cleaning cupboard. Laundry. Okay. Doing well. So, what do we need? Common room. We need a common room. And we need a No, we got visitation. We need security somewhere. Yeah, definitely need some sort of security. In fact, could probably be one of the spare ones over here that we haven't used. I know this isn't very efficient at all around here. I know that, but don't worry about it. I need a yard and I need a kennel. So I need a yard and a kennel and a common room, which we can fit in both sides here. I can have kennels and yards around here. I think we can. I think we'll be alright with that. What if I use... What if... Now, this is a bit of it. Now, this is a bit strange, actually. What if I go walls? And do a fence from there all the way down to there. And fence like that. And have that as a kennel. Now, that would make sense, actually. Because I could probably do that, actually, just have an entrance. The reason for that is because the ones walking all the way around here with the dogs... will need to, at some point, dogs actually have a certain amount of energy, and once the energy runs out, they have to be taken back to the kennel to sleep. Obviously, workers and such don't have any such energy needs. They don't have an energy bar that goes down, because as you've clearly seen through all the alphas, the workmen just work solidly day and night, day in, day out, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They don't care. They're very hard workers. However, dogs are a little bit different. You need to feed them, they need to sleep, etc. So, let's go to objects, and see if I put a kennel there and a kennel there. Then I only need to put the wall down there, like so. Then I could have pretty much kennels, kennel, 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 kennel. You get the idea. If I need this many kennels, I don't believe I'll need this many kennels, but we're going to do it nonetheless. Or at least we're going to plan it out like so. It's best for me to plan it out, and then you go, actually, this is wrong, and this is why. Then, we can work from there. So this is a fence. That is a fence. And, oh, it means we don't have this entrance here now. So we've completely blocked that off. Is that a good idea? Actually, I could probably do that, then we'll have an entrance. So we'll have... entrance, 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 pathway, like that. And then our kennel. Actually, you know what? It's probably easy for me to do that. And just cancel them bits out like that. It's just the same, isn't it? It's just exactly the same. Then there we go. No, I've done it wrong. I've done it wrong again. I have done it wrong. Because it's that. And yeah, there we go. That's much better. There we go. All the way up to here. And then like that. Is it quicker doing it that way? Seems quicker. Don't know why. Just seems quicker. And there we go. That looks good to me. Walls and all the way along. We'll have a wall all... Well, this will be a fence, actually. Entrance. And then kennel. You get the idea now. Kennel. A lot of kennels. Gonna have a lot of dogs in this place. A lot of dogs. This is going to be prison K9. And then all the way along to the end. Like so, and then obviously pathway all the way along when it wants to. There we go. We could even, if we wanted to, have an entrance there so we can go around into that. It would look alright, but it's not necessary. So kennel is put in. God, that looks really complicated. Kennel is put in. What now? We need a common room and we need a yard. I'm going to do probably the yard here. No, common room here, I think, and then yard here. Does that make sense to me? Yeah, I think we're good. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are good. Yes, yes, we're going to do that. So, one thing I have to bear in mind actually, if I expand either that way or this way, I'm going to have to redesign the entrances and such and these walls going around. Oh, well, I'll worry about that when I come to it. I can't think of everything. I'm struggling to work out this bloody thing. Right. Planning, walls, and we'll have a big, old common room like such. No, learn your lesson. You don't need this big of a common room. In fact, no, I probably will do this time. I probably will need this big of a common room this particular stage because I'm going to have a fair amount of prisoners. But that's all I'm going to do. That's as far as I'm going to plan that out. Pathways. Pathway, and then that is our yard. This area here. This basically the bit in between the pathways. I've put one extra path there and one less there. That'll be a yard. That'll be a yard. This will be our entrance. So this will be our common room even. So we can have probably entrance there, like so, and entrance there. We'll have some scanners in. Do we need scanners? We really don't. Entrance like that, I believe. That'll probably be good. Like so, and then maybe that as well. In fact, to be honest with you, there's no reason why we can't have them just like that on either side. Probably best to have them like that. Like that, I think. Yeah, I think we're about done there. That's okay. Like so. And cancel them, cancel that one, and then get rid of that one there. So, common room, yard. Obviously, we'll put some exercise equipment in there and benches and things like that. So, what we're missing? Security and cells. I mean, we've only missed cells off. I mean, come on. I've only missed like the whole point in this game. Cells, right. Cell blocks, how are we going to do this? So, how much space have we got? 30. So, I could do... how am I going to work this out? I could do an 8 by whatever that is. An 8 by whatever that is. And then 8 by whatever that is. Then we've got the paths between them, because when we expand this way, we'll need the double paths. Is this 8? If that's 8, I am bob on. Oh, it is as well. Oh, right, we're doing 8. Spot on. Now, are we doing 8? This is a question. I don't think we can do 8, because it won't be wide enough, will it? Because we can't fit in, like, a cell like that. Oh, we could, but it's a bit crap, isn't it, really? Let's be honest with each other. That is shit, right? Let's just not sugarcoat this now. That's rubbish. That would have worked really well that would have worked beautifully. Right, we can't do 8. What can we do instead? How about if we have... Make it... I'm going to have to plan it so we can maybe 12 by 12? 12 by whatever. Then a gap of 2. Then, I wish I was better at maths. Oh, there's 14. We could make it 13 by 13. No, 13 by whatever. That would make sense. That's 14. Let's start from here. 13. And then a gap of 2. Cancel that. And then 13. And a gap of 2. That fits, but will it work? Entrance. Let's put the cells in. Then we got a row down the middle, which we can technically use as common room. Okay, no, let's roll with this. What if we do it the other way? What if we put the cells side on, which is something I never really do? That. We won't be able to get as many cells in, but let me just do that, and then that, and then that. And then technically we could do that, which wouldn't make much sense. No, we can't do that at all. We have to do that, wouldn't it? So cancel that. So that's not many. That's not many people, though. That's a lot. That's a lot of wasted space. Especially because we don't need the common room anymore. We've got common room here. We don't need a common room in the center. We don't need it to be like that. So the ideal space is really... I know a lot of people tend to put showers in the middle. I've seen that happen before, where people put showers in the middle. Not a big fan of that. I think it's a bit ropey. I'm trying to... What's the ideal width for a cell block anyway? That would be okay, because then we can have a guy patrolling around. Let's see how many we can fit in. Let's just go actually all the way up like that, like that, like that. We'll just keep splitting it up and grid it, and then we can grid it there. Then we can do that, and then cancel these ones off, and then do that. Bosh, 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 like so. And then we can have our entrance, just a one entrance. We don't need it bigger than that. And then this area can be the shower, which will be shower all the way along there. That looks alright to me. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we can have 12 in each one. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, what, 50 odd at the moment? Not a great deal for the size of prison, but when we're going to expand it, the main thing is this is quite modular. We can obviously expand it that way and then down when we want to, etc. So I think that will do us. That works. That works for me anyway. I don't know if you think it's rubbish or not. I'm sure you will let me know in the comments. There we go. We'll put all these down like so. I am not going to plan off the individual areas because you know pretty much what they are. I'm not going to plan off what's in these areas because you know what they are, right? You know there's going to be a bed and a toilet. You know that. There we go. There's that put in. Obviously, we'll have a pathway. It's like that in there. Actually, we'll just put. We could just do that. Actually, no, no point in that. Do that. Objects there. I'm not going to put scanners in everywhere, like in these cell blocks. I don't think. I think that'll be. It's not. There's not really much point. I mean, I could put it there, a scanner there. But then it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? No, we'll think about that, and we'll sort about that later. We'll do that later on. So it was 13 by whatever. 13 by 22. Okay. 13 by 22. And then we're pretty much going to copy the same thing over. So, again, grid it up. It would be a good idea to have a grid tool. All to be fair, most people aren't this anal about planning. I honestly, when I build a prison single player, I do tend to plan, but not to this rigorous extent. The only reason I'm planning this much is because obviously it's easy for you to see, and you can go, all right, I can see what he's doing. That's the reason I do it. In single player, actually, to be fair, no, I'm talking a lot of rubbish. In single player, I do tend to plan this methodically. It's sort of like it's to a really extreme level of planning. Like the thing is, there's actually downsides because you plan so much, and I will actually sit there and go. I will actually hang on. I'll give you an example of exactly what I do. This is an example of exactly what I do. What if I do this? No. What if I do this? And basically do that for about 10 hours before I even start building, because you know I can really try and run through all of the things I'm you know trying. Oh, ooh, that's a problem. They're wrong. There's the entrance. There we go. This is the shower at the end. Yeah, I really do try to think of everything I really can. Thinking, oh, is this a good idea? Is that a good idea? And just do that, and it's really stupid. We'll have the entrances like that actually. Like, there we go, and just work it down like so, and there we go, because then we'll have obviously grates and such. Right, I think we're about done actually. Let me check the room. So, cells, yes, these are individual cells. Holding cells, bollocks, I knew I forgot something. We haven't got a holding cell, damn it. I knew I forgot something. I'll come to that in a moment. Solitary, bollocks, I knew I forgot 2 things already. Not a good start. Canteen, yes. Kitchen, yes. Shower, yes. Yard, yes. Storage, yes. Deliveries, yes. Garbage, yes. Execution, no. We're not going to have one. Workshop, yes. ×2. Security, no. Office, yes. I have a couple. Infirmary, yeah. Morgue, yeah. Common room, yes. Probably too big. Laundry, yes. Visitation, yes. ×2. Cleaning cupboard, yes. ×2. Kennel, yes. ×2. So we're missing our holding cell and solitary. So the first thing to get chopped is this area here. This is our what is it? It's our big common room, which we don't need it that big. Let's cancel that. Let's think about... Oh, that's objects, not pathways. Let's redo it so we have a bit of solitary and a bit of common room. We could even do it so we have some security in it as well if we needed to. Maybe let's think about it. So, ideally, I want this area here. I'm pretty much redesigning this entire area now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, is that 5? That is 5. That's a good start because you need 5 by 5 for a holding cell. Minimum 5 by 5. So I'm going to have it 5 by... Do I just have it 5 by 5? I really could just have it 5 by 5, couldn't I? That is a holding cell. Yep, we're going to do that. Okay, 5 by 5 holding cell. And then solitary. Make the yard a bit smaller by just cancel that, and then this will be our solitary area, like so, like that. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That means 20. Let me plan it a little bit more. I don't know how much solitary I want. I could even do that. Yeah, but then the common room's unbelievably small. No, that is a common room. And then that is a holding cell. Common room. Holding cell. Solitary, which... That is silly design, Andrew. That... Entrance, maybe? There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking on gas. Entrance, solitary area. We could have another entrance here for our security, maybe? Objects of 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. No, it's like... It's 3, isn't it? But then it's another... It's technically that, isn't it? How you manage to fit it in. Which, if I have it in the centre of the room, will look quite good. There we go. Alright! So I think that is that done. Pathways, then all the way up to there. So we have, and then obviously objects, we're going to put in a door there, and a door there, and a door there, for obvious reasons. And then a door there. Yeah. Something like that. And then we're going to have beds in there as well. It's actually a bit too small. I'm going to decide to make it a bit longer. Or do I want to make it even longer? Make it like that long? That makes a bit more sense to me, because then how many we've got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll have 24 solitary overall. It's not going to be as harsh as the previous one, but I don't think we ever used any more than that anywhere. A bigger solitary area means I can have benches and then lots of beds along each side. I think that is a better design. I think that makes a bit more sense to me. So, let's try and copy this over the other side. Right, so cancel that. And then cancel them. And then it goes in line with here. Like so. I'm just hoping this is right. And then the... block that off. Inner diameter... Well, the inner on that one is 9 from the wall. So it's 9 from the wall, which means it's that. And it looks like it has to be a minimum of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's that. With an entrance of that. Right, and then the rest is common room. There we go. And then we have an entrance there, an entrance there. And then we have security. Do I want security where it is there? Do I want security there? I know this is a bit of an ask because I'm going to have to swap them around now. But do I want security up top and then solitary down the bottom? I think I do, you know. I really think I do. I want to do that. I want to redo that. I'm going to have it 3 and then 3 and then the wall. And then we're going to have it like so. Like that. There we go. And then the wall, and then we could have that. And that makes a bit more sense having it like that, because then it's easy for them to get put in. There we go, that's a bit better. I prefer that. So objects, 3 and 3. That's going to be our. That's going to be our. Oh, there we go. That is going to be. I'll get there in the end with this sentence. That is going to be our security area, and then we'll have solitary behind it. So walls, line that there. And then how have we got it? These teeth, we'll call them teeth, go up like that, don't they? All the way up. And then we'll do that. Actually, it's technically that. So the teeth will go down, 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 down. And then it's cancel, and then cancel. And then we'll have doors on there. Hang on, does that work? Yes. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. It is... Ah, I know what I've done. Yeah, I know what I've done. Don't worry about it. It's because I did actually just copy the one from down the bottom over, which is where I went wrong there. So it is, no, it is that, and then a wall, and then that. Yes. So let me just quickly run down it. We will have a quick check. Cell, yes. Several. Holding cell, yes. 2 of. Solitary, yes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24 of. Canteen, yes. Very big. Shower, kitchen, yes. Shower, yes. 4 of. Yard, yes. 2 of. Storage, yep. Deliveries, yep. Garbage, yep. Execution, no, not going to have one. Workshop, 2 of. Security, technically we have 2, but I'm not going to designate it security, you don't need to. Office, we have 6 of, so we've got 1 over. Infirmary, yep. Morgue, yep. Common room, yep. Laundry, yep. Visitation, yep. Times 2. Cleaning cupboard, yep. Times 2. And kennel, yep. Times 2. Bloody hell, this is the longest episode I think I've done. I don't know what the clock says for how long this is, but I've lost totally track of time. So... there is the Alpha 14 prison plan. Comments in the comments for feedback, changes, whatever you think needs to be changed. Even if you just want to comment on about what you think is good, bad, what you would do different, etc. Your feedback, everything else. If you're still here, to be honest with you, I think I'm talking to myself on this one. Thank you very, very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. Good night.